It looked like they were ready to seal the deal, but in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
And a decent little gain puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Check three. You got time.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a third and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Back to throw, Murray. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. To throw is Murray. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
59 Mike, 59 Mike, check, 59, 65, 65.
Now Murray. Eluding the pressure right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Mike, check, 59.
Murray to throw. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Right there, 54 Mike. 66, pull it, now. Quick dash. Come.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
We can't be totally sure that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't the one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on them, it'd be up in the 300s right now. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Gun.
Newton. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
A game of 21 yards. First down, Carolina.
Newton now 6 of 17 throwing the ball, only 35%, but he does have a 1st and 10.
Great. 58, Mike, 58. Watch the screen. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Deuce.
One last throw here for Newton. He's going to let it fly. And he's in! Are you kidding me?
How do you give that
One
up?
of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let that happen defensively?
One stop.
One stop. I know that it's easy to say that from the booth, but
It is.
How do you let that happen, partner?
That's one of those where sometimes you get overzealous on defense, get out of your lanes, don't take care of your assignments. But let's just go ahead and focus on the offensive guy. Look what they got done.
Yeah.
They needed to make one play themselves, and they did it.
Yeah, that's the reverse side. It was a heck of a play and a heck of an ending to this script. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Carolina, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.